Looking at the Markets with David Modell. Hello and welcome to Looking at the Markets with David Modell. This is a commodities super cycle that you are witnessing right now. And I love gold, I love silver, of course, but there are other commodities that we really need to pay attention to and perhaps even allocate towards if you choose to do so, and that is copper. Copper has just been doing fantastic lately. It is quite a bull super cycle right now, and I've got an expert in the resources sector, gold and copper in particular, Mr. David Greenway, President and CEO of Bam Bam Resources Corp. Welcome to Looking at the Markets, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I'm excited about copper right now. I'm seeing so many catalysts. Can you tell me, in 2021, what is lifting the copper price higher and what will keep it going?
You know, we're coming down to the demand, and it's supply and demand, and there's a massive shortage of copper right now. All the investment bankers and analysts are stating it. You're seeing reports. We're seeing numbers as high as, $9-10 copper here in the next little while, and we're sitting at $4.80 today, I believe. And you go back a year, and it was $2.10. But copper's being used now for medical. It's being used for infrastructure, it's being used for cars, and it's just the list continues. So we got a very strong copper market here, and everyone's starting to wake up and realize there's going to be huge opportunity in these mining spaces. So for a junior mining company to have a asset which can grow and other people can knock on the door and have a look and see where we are, it's going to be a fantastic year for Bam Bam.
I totally agree. And Bam Bam Resources is a premier miner of copper and other metals as well. But I know that your company specializes in copper. People want to check it out. It is bambamresources.com. I'm going to put a link in the description below this video. Ticker symbols are BBR on the CSE Canadian Exchange. Also, if you're in the United States or wherever you can get on the OTC markets, it is ticker symbol NPEZ. Before we get into the company, I just want to learn for myself, the solar industry and also electric vehicles, they need copper right now, don't they?
They do, definitely. And there is a huge shortage, and everyone right now focusing on the green energy space, seeing where all the demand's going. You're using over 10 pounds of copper in every single vehicle, and the demand is just there. And now, even looking at the medical side of things, some of these transportation systems are actually putting in copper railings just for safety.
Interesting. And so I imagine there's going to be a huge imbalance in terms of supply and demand for copper, which Bam Bam Resources is helping to fulfill that need. What are the projects that you're focusing on and your company's focusing on right now?
Currently, our main focus right now is called the Majuba Hill, and it's about 140 miles outside of Reno and about 80 miles away from Tesla's factory. And it is an exploration play right now. We started with 4 million tons of copper, and we're going to be finishing off some drilling very shortly here. We have a deep IP news release coming out. We have air mag being done on the property. This property is just getting started, and we believe we have a massive porphyry on our hands right now. We've gone from 2 square miles, we've increased the project to 20 square miles, and we're looking at a major district here. And it's right off the side of the highway, and last year's drill results sort of blew everyone out of the water when we came across 146 feet of 2.4% copper equivalent. And that sort of got everyone to stand up and notice us.
Yeah, this is huge. Now, why did your company choose Nevada? I know that Nevada is very mineral rich, but why did you choose that particular site or location?
Historically, the workings from the past was what brought us forward. A gentleman by the name of Buster Gunsaker has had this project for about 17, 18 years, and he had all the historical data, and he's been able to put it all together for us. So we're actually in the midst of coming up with a 43-101 resource here shortly, and people will be able to see how big this project really is. But having the historical data, having the ease of access, we have 10 minutes from the main highway and on a dirt road. and we can access it. So there's no real large costs in moving people, setting up camps. Everything is sort of just a stone throw away.
Yeah, and I understand that at the land package at the Mahuba Hill District project, you're actually expanding that land project. It's going to get even bigger. What are the details on that?
We've expanded it so far to 20 square miles, but we are looking to expand it substantially larger. We have 3 intrusives that have come out, and we're basically seeing how massive this is. With the air mag that's coming out shortly and the deep IP, we'll really be able to picture how large this is. And we just want to make sure that we've locked it all up, and all our shareholders are going to be very happy.
And as far as the stock goes, I can't imagine anything more affordable than this. Is it true that, like, the American version, the OTC version, is less than 25 cents per share right now?
Currently, it's sitting at a market cap of around 20 million US, so 25 cents a share,
Yeah,
and nothing but upside here.
yeah.
So we look at the infrastructure. We're fully cashed up. We have enough money to complete all our drilling this year, and we're sort of in an incredible situation, especially with the way copper has come behind us and the wind. We're opening up the sales, and it's going to be an incredible ride this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great affordable way. I mean, if you want to get into copper, yeah, it's not so easy to just buy and store copper in your home. Who wants to do that? Whereas for 25 cents or less right now, as we're recording this, you can get the OTC version of the stock of Bam Bam Resources. Why not add that to your resource portfolio? And if you don't have a resource portfolio, now is the time to do it. So just to wrap up, what is in the pipeline for Bam Bam Resources as we get into Q2 and beyond in 2021?
We are coming out with some results in the next 2 weeks. We've also got the air mag, which I mentioned, and the deep IP being done. We're going to be able to come out with this 43-101 resource, which will basically show how large this project really is and where copper's sitting. Historically, you get 10 cents per pound in the ground. The grades that we're hitting are mineable 100%. So you can go as low as 0.3, where they're doing that in other projects. We are going to be moving this project, expanding it, and Majuba Hill is going to be the flagship. And I think one of the main things is it's going to change the way people look at mining in Nevada as well. If we have what we believe we have here, we're going to have a massive pore-free deposit, and this will be one of the best years ever for Bam Bam starting off.
Yeah, I'm a believer in commodities and copper. People don't always appreciate copper like they should. They're concentrating on silver, they're concentrating on gold, but actually Bam Bam Resources Corp has all of the above, but you're a silver, gold, and especially copper specialist. And this is a one to put on your watch list. And if you like the stock, go to bambamresources.com, BBR on the CSE exchange, NPEZ on the OTC markets. Mr. David Greenway, President and CEO of Bam Bam Resources Corp. We're going to have you back on the program real soon to check up on the amazing progress of this company. Thank you so much for coming on Looking at the Markets.
Thank you very much.